Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to So Crypto, your home for cryptotA. I'm your host Martin, and in this episode we're going to be talking about the plus minus 10% market crash, right? So as predicted, plus minus 10% crypto market crash. Now if you're catching this from live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto related news and technicals, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that bell. That way you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us whenever the stream is done, join us on the Discord. Links will be going out here shortly. How's it going, guys? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this stream. It's that stream, but it's a stream nonetheless. Carthago, how's it going, buddy? Thank you very much for being here. Let's invite people here to the Discord real quick. Get this message going out, pin it top, and then let's go look at the charts, man, because the market it's moving down, right? It's moving down. It's not doing the best. It's not at its best. And waiting here for there we go. Right. So let's go look at the market, right? What is happening with market cap? We're looking at 10% market crash. So we talked about that yesterday. Remember? If you're on the stream, yesterday, I said it looks and starts to feel like one of those 10% market crash days. And I said the market's not doing good. It's not looking great. We are developing some bullish divergence, but again, it's early. It's early for that bullish divergence. We were just looking for it right up to the date. And I said the market's still not closed. We could try to hold, see if we want to hold, but it's looking bad for the market. I said that plenty of times yesterday as we were live. So, and I even said it is looking like one of those 10% crashes. Now we have bullish divergence still right now to the MACD, but not against the RSI, right? So MACD is bullish. It tells us that we are going to try to bounce a little bit, and we're calling for that 1.75 trillion. And guess what? Guess where total market cap is at right now for alts? It's at 1 trillion. Alts are sitting at 1.00 trillion. We need to hold that $1 trillion mark. Remember what I said, guys. If we lose that $1 trillion mark for alts, and Bitcoin's also below $1 trillion, it's not going to be looking good for the market. We're going to be looking for a movement farther down. Now, there is something that is happening, right? Alts are going down about 11%. Bitcoin's going down around 9.52, 9.49, depending on what chart you're looking at. But again, it's not the best for the market, right? Things are not looking the greatest. So let's see where we could go and things that could happen, right? Again, we're going to try to chill, calm down. Yes, the market's moving down, but we'll see what's happening. Anyways, market on the CME. We have dropped. CME's closed now. We close at 36,725. So this basically will tell me that maybe for the weekend we could have some kind of relaxed sideways motion weekend. Maybe even try to get some recovery. We know the weekend volume is kind of dead. So if anything that we try to pull back up on the weekend, we could be undoing by Monday. And right now there's a large movement down. We have not gotten a 10% drop in a while in the market. We're going to check that in a second, but remember, there's this gap here I've been talking about it the last couple of streams. I said, look, gap down here. It is at, we need to close it here at 32,290, right? So if we do go down there to close that gap Monday, so we could even go down on the weekend, man. Open Monday, be down here, and then, just close that gap and then start to move back up. There is a gap here as well. And then we have this larger gap up here at, these 53,000. So there is a chance that the market's going to be looking for a movement back up, but look at how long it's taken for us to close this gap. This gap generated on July 23rd, so almost 6 months for us to close this gap. So we've take another 6 months for us to come up here and close that gap, considering the market doesn't slip into a bear market and we just start hibernating, right? Which is what happened back in 2017, 2018, right? Scrog says it's gonna love getting more ADA at this prices. Yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity for a lot of people to add at lower prices. I'm not going to say it's not. It kind of sucks for the people that got in at higher areas of value, right? It sucks for the people that bought in up here around the 69,000s, the 67s, even the 50,000s. They are in pain. There's people that are in pain. And if they have not sold, the best option when the prices are dropping is to add at lower areas of value. That we're going to average your cost of entry, right? You wouldn't have to wait for a large pump to happen for you to be able to, get back to break even. So if you're looking at it that way, yes, the market's in pain, right? SPS and Nasdaq are showing the crypto market, all cash in my swing trade portfolio. Yeah, bitch Jedi, how's it going, man? Thank you very much for being here. Yes, it is bad, man. We've been talking about this for a while, right? The market could potentially go down. We've been talking about what was going to happen if we broke supports. Let's go here, man. Let's see where we're at. Bitcoin. We were somewhere up here yesterday, right? When we were doing the stream. And I said, look, 39,000. Remember I said breaking that 39,000. It gets us to where we go 37, 36, 35, and then the 33s, right? 34s, 33s. So we are looking for a movement down right now. And I know this chart is busy. Sorry about this chart being busy, but you know, it's the way this chart works because it has all the horizontals. So again, we are looking for that movement down here. And we are having bullish divergence still. Just against the MACD, not against the RSI. However, when we open tomorrow, we need to confirm that we're going to keep on having this divergence. Now, why am I saying this, right? Well, as you can look here on this chart, the one we've been looking at, right? So we did go for that lower motion, right? That 40,000, and still here, we're trying to create this bullish divergence. We had the possibility for a rally to come into play. But again, tomorrow when we open, so here in a couple of hours, what's going to happen is we're going to open here sideways, right? So we're going to open somewhere here, let's say. And then we're going to see where we're going to go. There's a chance that the market drops a little bit, or even if it pumps a little bit. Remember, MACD is a lag indicator. It reads the average of the last 12 and 26 periods and uses the 9 period moving average as a signal. So what's going to happen here, once this confirms closing and we open the next day, even if we open sideways and we try to pump, this is going to come down here like that. Boom. We're going to be making more negative momentum. And if that is what's going to happen, then there's a chance that we might start negating this divergence. We're not going to have anything bullish to hold on to. And guess what? Not going to be good for the market, right? We've talked about breaking the 200 moving average also plenty of times, right? Remember, we looked at the 200 moving average. Where are we at with regards to 200 moving average? That 200 moving average is way up here at 48,000. And I even said yesterday, it's not likely I'm going to go there. And I said breaking the 200 moving average gets us to where we go in bearish territory, right? So if we look at this, and I can't remember if this is, yeah, it's a bit stem chart. All right, cool. Every time we have been below that 200 moving average, we are in the bearish territory. And I've done this exercise plenty of times with you guys. You guys already know this probably by now, but let's go all the way back here, right? Every time since inception of Bitcoin, we've been above that 200 moving average, right? Except for some other period. But let's go back to 2013, so whatever. In this chart, since we have data coming in, or at least since we can start charting the 200 moving average, we've been above it. And every time we've been above it, we've been on a bull run, right? So again, this is 2013. We had that mid cycle. We're still above the 200 moving average. And then here we took that massive pump on towards 2013. And then finally we broke below that 200 moving average here in March 2014 after we had a massive movement down, right? So again, here, we're probably already losing about half of the value of Bitcoin on this drop, right? So again, here we're at looking at 1,131. Here we're dropping to around that, $536 mark. So again, we were dropping by half. Now on that drop, we hit the 200 moving average and we started trading below it. And that's when we were in a bear market, right? Until back here on October 13, 2015, when we managed to get above it. And then we were looking at the new bull market, right? So boom, new bull market all the way up to 2017, the top, right? Came back down, tried to find some support at that 200 moving average, held it briefly, and then we broke below it again here on March 14, 2018. And since then, we were trading down below that area until April the 2nd up here, April 2nd, 2019. And when we briefly broke above it, and then briefly back below it, and then we got back above it, and we've been on this bull run. Now here we tangled with the 200 moving average, right, briefly, when we had that massive drop after, hitting all-time highs. Now we're going to all-time highs, and we're coming back down to this drop again. Now, is it all bad? We're not at the same pain point that we were back here. Now, economically speaking, there's a lot of things that are happening right now that weren't happening back here, right? So back here on March 2020, that's when the economy kind of stalled on, and the markets dropped, not just crypto market, but a lot of markets dropped on, the effects of what was happening with this pandemic. So they did have an economic impact. We quickly recovered on crypto, and then it just started our massive uptrend. Here again, we were creating a lot of bearish divergence, finally broke down, and now we're looking for that recovery. We finally recovered. Now, if we look at the retraces that we've created in the past, we came from all the way up here to all the way down here. So we lost about 52% before we started to look for our recovery, and that is fine. But if we look at where we were and where we're at right now, look at this. From here to here, we are looking right now at a 46%, drop, right? So if we look at a 52% drop to get to where we were at, that gets us, look at that, 52%, 32,272, right? So if we look at this 32,272, and I'm just going to write it down here. So 32,272, right? 30,272, so we can reference it later on. So that's what that 52% gap drop gets us. And we go back to the futures chart, and we see where we're floating there and where we left that gap. Look at the gap here, the closing of this green candle is 30,270, right? That's where we closed. So 30,270, and here we're looking for 32,272, right? So again, if we look at the CME gap, there is a possibility that if we are to retrace, like we did after hitting the all-time highs up here, we are going to be closing that CME gap. That's going to be good. We're not going to have a lot of gaps to go to the downside. I think we have a gap, but I established a while back that was a breakaway gap and that we were very likely not going to fill it. And I still feel the same about it, right? And that gap is down here. There's two gaps, actually. One of them is way over here on December 2020, and that was around 24,000. And then there's another small one up here at around 18,275 on December 14th. I think those are the only gaps that we've left open, right? Or maybe there's another one here, slight one, a small one here around the 9Ks, right? But again, these are breakaway gaps. I don't think we're gonna go close them. The one I think we're gonna go fill is this gap here at that 30,000, which again matches with what we were looking at here on Bitcoin for a 52% drop, right? So, I know I'm not been looking at the chat, guys. I'll check it out in a second. I am dealing with spam, people that are spamming. So, Don Juan says bought some at 36,400, 36,900. Yeah, right. So we're gonna check here in a second what else can happen, right? Fitness Health says the next target at 31,000. We'll see. Again, guys, if you enjoy the content, hit the like, hit the bell, hit the sub. I know it's a sad day for crypto, but you know it is what it is, and we're live talking to you what the market could do and where it can go. So again, 200 moving average, we're below it, right? And again, like we broke back down here, we retested, right? Like we broke back test and then dropped. So we broke back tested already, right? We're back testing here. Now we're dropping. So how much of a drop did we get afterwards, right? After we broke that area. So we broke here and then we dropped by around 24%. So if we go here and we drop by about 24%, I think we might already be at target, but yeah, 24%. So we should be looking, you know, if it's similar to the percentage that we're going to move down, which I don't think that's what's going to come into play, we should be looking for some kind of recovery to happen. Now, it would not be weird if we start to get some pullback happening here, right? Some reaction rally going on, right? So if we start to look for a pullback, watch out. There's going to be resistance overhead at 38,314. Now, I was hoping on this chart that we have here that we're going to be holding on to some support. Let me hide the Bollinger Bands because they're really skewing everything here. But I was really hoping that we're going to find support here at 37,393. I was calling for that support. Now, it looks as though we're trying to hold at 36,556 right now. We are almost on it. But if we keep on dropping, guys, again, there's going to be a lot more areas that we could be looking at support here. And as we start to move down, you're going to see 35,000, 34,000, 33s. I have two at 33. 31,000, 30,000, 29, 28, right? And then they start to get much, much closer. And the reason they start to get much closer is not because, you know, wow, there were so many resistances because, you know, we're going to stop at every point. No. The reason they start to get much closer is because if you look at, let's say, maybe from here to here, right? This is a 4% drop. And we're talking going from 42,000 to 30 to, somewhere around here. Let's go here, 41,000. So from 42 to almost 43 to 40,900. So we're looking at about a 4% drop. But if we move down here, right, that 4% drop, right, it becomes a shorter gap because you're looking to drop a little bit less to cover that 4%. So again, here, look, we're looking at 4% and we're just moving from the line here around that 24,000 to just 23,000. So we're dropping 1,000, but we're losing that 4%, right? So again, that is why this starts to look a little bit different, right? And then also we start to get a lot more supports and resistances because the movements, percentage-wise, were more or less similar. So again, they don't have to be a 4% drops or anything like that, right? It just happens that Bitcoin bounced, hit resistance, and then broke back down. Again, here we're struggling to hold support. And right now we're losing that 36 again. So again, 35,700 could be a target by the end of the day. We'll see where it goes, right? Again, market not so hot. We talked about that yesterday. First thing I said in the stream, market's not looking good. I'm not sure if it's the first thing, but I said it plenty of times. Market's not looking good. It looks like a 10% day drop. We are going to go down. Watch out. Someone asked about opening a long, and I said, look, just be careful. And, you know, if you want to open a long, there's a chance you could play it, but you have to have good targets. And the reason for that is because we're looking for some kind of reaction rally to come into play. Now, if you look at where we're at yesterday, we were here. So 9 p.m. And you could play this small percentage game, right? It wasn't big, but it was a percentage game that you could have played for around, you know, a maximum of 2%. So if you were doing a 10x, you could have gotten 20% out of that, right? So again, some people ask, you know, whether or not you could open a long. I said you could, but just, you know, you have to have targets, you know, and we're not looking for a lot of action to the upside. So even then, you said, I kept on saying market's going to go down. Market's not looking good. So again, Bitcoin right now, 10.76%. Where we call it at? This is tanking every stop over. Yeah, I know. Early stream, yeah, if the sun is dropping, that's why I came live. Carl Video, what's up, dude? And let's see what else here. Doesn't matter. What's up, dude? Thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being part of this awesome community. Again, if you enjoy the content, like bell, sub, right? Or like bell. You don't have to sub, but just like and bell. If you want to sub, that's like a plus. Look, Bitcoin just keeps on dropping, right? We're not looking good. 12% now down, and we're probably breaking the next area of support that we had. We're just bursting through everything, man. Again, we already hit our support spot on, right? 35,733. We do have it at with the lowest point, 35,716, right? So $15 of target. Again, it's an on target hit. We're talking about a fraction of a percent for us to be spot on target, right? And again, look at that. Even if I zoom in, a lot, you're barely gonna see that thing coming down here. It's nothing. It's like I'm not even sure if it's gonna measure, but we're probably looking at like 0%, 0.05%, right? Like it's just peanuts. It's a target hit, and we're trying to find support, and it don't look like you're gonna hold. Yeah, market's not good, looking good, right? So for the weekend, and we haven't even closed today. I can use this leaving excuse to get the dog. Not sure if she's around though. I'll give it a second. I think my kids are playing with her. We'll see. We're expecting a bounce from the RSI now, 19. Yeah, I mean RSI is super low, right? 21.70. Watching home, odds drop to 30K by Friday. By next Friday, we'll see. 30K the next 12 hours. Now, right now, I think we're gonna try to hold support. We need to hold support. We need to stabilize, right? So this could be part of FOMO. People are starting to freak out. People are starting to sell, and obviously a 10% drop. A lot of people got in much higher, and they're in pain. So I think this part of this could be FOMO, right? People trying to flee the market. So again, let's get rid of that 200 moving average, because that's what I had here on the view. And let's go back to a 20 moving average and see where we're at, right? We know there's a lot of bearish stuff happening on the market. We've talked about it, right? Even here, we've talked about how on the weekly we've had bearish divergence, not here. Here in the weekly, we had bearish divergence, and we're looking for that drop, right? Again, potential double top forming, although it's slightly higher, but again, you know, dropping on that, again, losing support. On the monthly, we also had bearish divergence, right? Look at that monthly bearish divergence, strong action to the downside. Not the first time we've gotten it, right? We dropped on that one, and we're dropping for the second time. And again, the market's not looking at its best, right? And then there's not a lot we could do right now, but try to gauge where we could try to find support. And I think if we fail here at 35,000s, right, at 35,700, again, the next area is going to become at 34,151. It's another 1.6K down, right? Again, it's just going down, right? And this is, at least we're getting volume on the daily. Yes, it is a strong drop. There's a strong rejection from the market, right? And again, a lot of instability in crypto, right? A lot of talks about what's going to happen between Russia and Ukraine. A lot of talks about, you know, what's going to happen once the U.S. starts to step in. What's going to happen with the with the gas prices, whether or not Russia's going to ban crypto, whether or not, someone said Singapore was going to ban crypto. There's a lot of stuff out there that is definitely scaring the market, and not just the market, people that invest in the market, right? So a lot of investors are feeling there's uncertainty, and when there's uncertainty, what you want to do is remove your money from risky assets. You want to get out of crypto, you want to get out of things like that, and put it into sound cash, right? So for now, yes, we've taken a nasty drop, and we're taking a like I said, 12% drop, but we have not gotten a nasty drop in a while. Even back here, we just dropped 8%, not even 12. Here, 8%, right? Here, 5%. Last time we took a 10% drop was probably somewhere back here. Look, 11% on September, right? Before that, I don't think we're like 11 back here on June, right? 14% back here in May. So yes, we are starting to get those areas where we're seeing that people starting to get scared, right? So after that comes, the market's going to be shook up. So what we can expect to happen when the market's shaken up is that we can start to get consolidation, right? And consolidation is not bad. It gets us areas that we could try to buy. So again, we could get some down-sloping consolidation that would bring seller exhaustion. When seller exhaustion kicks in, we should be looking for some action to the upside, right? Is this considered a bear market? NWR and VR. Yes, I've been saying that below 200, we've been in a bear market. So yeah, 30K soon. Depends on whether or not we hold, right? We need to hold areas. We need to hold areas. It's not looking good. We've talked about that yesterday. We're going for more than a 10%, right? I said 10% drop. Going for a 12% drop right now. And again, we were looking for some action downside yesterday, right? So market's not the best. Market is not at its best. And like I said, there's really not a lot we can do. We just gotta wait and wait for the market to stabilize right now. Why am I saying that? Well, all movements have reactions, right? And a movement like this one is gonna have a reaction rally, and we can expect that. Oh, too many signs. That reaction rally to come get us to go higher. I don't think we're gonna recover this candle. It's a big drop. For us to recover this candle, we need to pump 13, almost 14% for us to be able to recover it, right? So I don't think we're gonna be recovering this candle tomorrow. If we do, I mean, outstanding. I doubt it. But a reaction rally could certainly get us to recover about 5%, 6%. So maybe we could be aiming for 37,300, right? And test it. So from where we're at right now, again, 3% gets us here, and 6% gets us into this area where we'll be between 39,000, 37,000. I mean, it kind of sucks because you know who's paying the hard price, right? Look at Ethereum. Ethereum's down 15% on the daily. It's just getting destroyed, man. It is getting destroyed. Not just Ethereum is getting destroyed. A lot of projects are getting destroyed. atThe is getting destroyed. ADA, it's kind of trying to hold, but it's also losing about 11%, right? Again, I'm just going to show this one. I'm just going to check it out later. But again, right now, it's all about the Bitcoin and where Bitcoin can go, right? Bears are definitely in control. I would agree that bears right now are in control. A lot of people expected a rally once stocks closed for the weekend. When they didn't get that, they panicked. It could be. Again, the weekend usually doesn't bring a lot of volume, and I talked about this at the beginning of the stream that we could be looking for a movement, slight movement to the upside on the weekend. And if we do get that, again, Monday is not going to have a lot of volume, so Monday's going to come in, it's going to wipe it down, and we're just going to be back where we started, I think. Ever since yesterday's drop, and since we started dropping and rejecting that 47,000, right? It's not been the best. So since January, it's just been hell. And then we've been talking about, areas of rejection. And once we rejected the zone, as soon as we were here, I told you guys, if we break below this area, it's 40,000. If we break 40,039, and then from there on, it's going to be hell to pay to the downside, right? And we've talked about this. I said, do we want to lose this area? Look at what happened. We lost that area. We're just going down. Jen, how's it going? Thank you very much for being here. Again, I'm looking for a reaction rally. Look, we're above 35, right? Reaction rally starting to come in. If we go to the 1 hour, we're going to start to see this trying to push back up. And It would not be weird if we managed to close above 36. I would actually love to see that. That would just tell us that 46,000 and 35,000 are trying to hold, and that we are at least trying to do something to defend the price of Bitcoin on the bullish side. Otherwise, it's just we're unable to hold prices. We don't have any buying power. Everyone's scared. Everyone's running for their lives. And then, yes, pain could still come farther. Now, if we look at a Bitcoin fear and greed index, right now it just says extreme fear, but you know it's been saying extreme fear for a while. If you look at since December, we've been more or less on that fear value because we're below that 40. So we could say here neutral, or we just been in fear. Look here on January the 8th, we're hitting that 10. So we are low on that fear, right? And just last month again, fear, 45 fear. We've been on fear. We're not even been neutral. We just fear, extreme fear, extreme fear. Yeah, but what do we know, right? What do we know? Well, when the fear starts to set in, we know the market is gonna get tired of this, and we should be looking for some action to the upside, right? So what Hans is saying, right? Be fearful when people are greedy, and greedy when people are fearful, right? So people right now are fearful. So maybe it is the time to start looking for nice acquisition values at lower prices. Again, I believe the drop could go to 32,000. Not today. We're already closed for the CME, but I do believe that CME gap is looking to get filled, and I already showed it, right? The CME here, gap down here is looking like it could get closed, right? So again, in that area, we're a bit away from it right now, right? We did manage to close. Is this still moving? It shouldn't be. Why is the futures moving? Futures market should be closed. I was sure it was around 36,000. Anyways, Bitcoin futures, right? We should be closing this gap, and once we close it, we could be looking for some nice action to the upside. Hopefully that's gonna be what happens. Again, remember we had a gap here somewhere and here, and we came up and closed it. Down when we closed it, we're going for that lower gap. We left the gap up here on the 53s, and I do believe we're gonna go close it at some point in time. But there's gonna be a chance that by the time we do that, this is gonna, I don't think we're gonna have 1017 here. No, we don't. So once we do go and close this gap, in this gap here at that 53,000, what we're gonna start doing here, it's if we zoom out here and go back here, right, that gap could be doing something like this, where we pop, close the gap, and then just drop back again. So look at this, we'll be looking for maybe a pop to that 53,000 area, right? Boop. And then whoop, down again, right? So this would start to look a little bit more like this. And if that is the case, yes, we could be looking at something like this repeat itself on a larger scale, which I'm hoping is not going to be the case, right? It's too early to tell whether or not something like that's going to happen. Right now, we're trying to see if we're going to hold, if we're going to try to rally a little bit more, if we're going to be looking for some recovery. It's going to be interesting to see how the market is going to try to recover from this. Again, we are trying to pull back up right now. New hour opening, starting to go in the green. And this is the last hour for the day, right? Last hour for the day. We do need to get above that 36,556. Again, market a little bit shaken up, right? Market, Fed needs to instill confidence in the market. How are they going to instill confidence, man? They've just been printing money. There's a lot of inflation. It is not going to be easy for the Fed to instill confidence in the market right now, particularly with the uncertainties that are coming up in the market in general, right? Hey, Elon, how's it going? So, markets not looking at best, right? We talked about that. On the 1 hour, we're not going to have anything. Well, we are having bullish divergence, which again, it's kind of like a miracle, but there is bullish divergence in the 1 hour finally. For potential moving up. I mean, this could bring some relief right towards the weekend. Like I said, maybe get some action to the upside, get some reaction rally coming in here, trying to pump. And again, here we have it against the RSI as well, right? So MACD and RSI, bullish divergence, while being oversold. This is what we look for when we're trying to find good entries. Being oversold. When you hit these entries, when you're oversold, you try to look for those nice rallies, right? So again, it could start to be a good area, right? A good area to look for a potential bounce to happen. And that bounce, although it's not going to get us out of the bearishness, if you want to sell, it could at least provide a bear area to get out of. to get out of the market. Kevin said sell. Lol. I'm not sure. Elite Ride Accessories. Thank you very much for being here. Next week, the USA governments will say they're start to unlock. Start until next week. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see Meeker's adventures. That's gonna be interesting. It depends. When we get above the 200 moving average, that's when we're gonna no target date. When we get above the 200 moving average, right? That's my prediction. When we get above the 200 moving average, we're gonna be back on bullish territory. Right now, oh man, when we drop to 30,000, try to hold there, close that CME gap, go for a pump. See if we get above 200. If we reject 200 again, we're in bearish territory, and bearish winters could last for a couple months, almost a year. Meeker's adventures, that's assuming that they haven't sold already, right? That they didn't know something was going to happen, and they took advantage of that and sold. And it was oversold at 29.90. Again, with bullish divergence. In the 4-hour, we are taking a drop, again, coming back down lower, more negative momentum, lower on the other side, even here, right? Look at that. And then drop even more, right? Remember I said yesterday, this, no, I can't remember if it was in this project, but I said it's starting to look like a bear trap, right? For a couple of projects. And then remember how I explained that, right? You get that hooking motion and then that sink. So again, rejection to 20, not good. Not interpreted well by the market. Again, we still have bullish divergence that we're going to hold on to or try to hold on to. That could try to get us to pump. It's just going to be against the MACD on the daily. And then the 1 hour, we have it against the MACD and the RSI. And man, I'm praying this gets us to go higher. If we ignore divergence again, it's not going to be good. It just means the bears are full on control and we're not even doing anything to fight it back, right? Nutty Font says feeling beefy. Not sure what beefy means, but I'm glad that you're feeling something. 20k, yeah. 20k is the cost, mine Bitcoin, so we go below 20k miners will sell off. Yeah. You gotta also remember there's companies that are invested at higher areas than this, right? Like Tesla, and there's a lot of people that are also invested at higher areas of value. We just gotta wait. I'm gonna look at Ethereum real quick. I just want to see where it's at. Again, we have that bullish divergence here on the daily. We are looking for that bullish divergence also to try to get us to hold, and it's gonna depend on whether or not we just keep on having it. By the time we open tomorrow, in a couple hours, I look about an hour here. But again, potential for a movement up, right, on bullish divergence. Ethereum is just dropping. I was really hoping it was gonna hold support at that $2,620 mark. Right now, below it. It just sucks because the next stop for Ethereum is at 2,523. Sorry, 2,532. Sorry, no, that's 2,307. That's what we're for. And if we do lose that area, man, you know, it's I would say 18,844. That's we're gonna aim for this here targets, right? So again, Ethereum better hold, and it just sucks. Like I said, kind of sucks, and that was my my rant yesterday. That alts are unable to hold their ground against Bitcoin, and they're just basically at the mercy of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin just tanks, alts are not able to stop the market, right? They should hold strong. I mean, I wish people had the will. This is all about willpower. So I wish people had the will to sit here and say, I'm not gonna sell, on alts, and Bitcoin, you do what you want. You Bitcoin maxes, have fun, go drop the market if you want, go get scared. We're just gonna sit here and hold. And you know what? Actually, while you're dropping, we're just gonna go for a pump. We're just gonna go buy more. And dude, if everyone on crypto had that mentality, like we would decouple from Bitcoin so quickly that it wouldn't matter. But unfortunately, everyone that's exposed to crypto is exposed to Bitcoin, and it affects the market completely. And again, like I said, times of uncertainty, people get scared, and that's why we get this market moves, right? And this potential drops. Now, one quick second, guys. One second, guys. All right, sorry guys. I am still online, so still getting emails. Makers, Flocks, FTM. Longer drop support. Yeah, we could see some of those coins, right? We could see some of those coins trying to hold. Hey man, yeah, we're gonna be back later. Or maybe this turns into the night stream. I'm not sure. If this ends up turning into the night stream, it's gonna be a very short night stream, because we're gonna be going live for a long time. So we'll see. So Elon says the corn dead. Yeah, let's hope it's not the case, right? Again, dropping $4,000, man. Not good. We're trying to recover some. Again, look, remember what I told you, you're going to try to hold support at 36. I'm hoping that we get there, man. It'll let us know that the market is really looking to hold these areas of value at 36,000. We're not ready to give it up yet. Rejecting there and holding 35 again. It's not the best, but being above that 36 starts to feel a little bit better, right? And we could talk about maybe try to bounce. But again, market looking so hot. Squeeze of the Bollinger Bands, explosive move to the downside. It just kind of sucks about what's happening, right? Again, a lot of people scared, man. We came live, so you guys tell you guys chill. Yes, things are bad. We talked about that yesterday. Plenty. We said it's bad. Right now, I'm saying chill a bit. All right, chill a bit. We're looking for things that could get us recoveries, right? Again, not selling hopium or anything like that, but again, look at that. Hope is not something that you should be telling people that, oh yes, we're gonna go to 1 million, right? Like a lot of people that sell that stuff. Here we sell reality. And reality basically lets us know that, you know, we're gonna see what we're gonna get. Yeah, we could do it for a bit, man. I mean, I'm probably gonna have about an hour or so. Maybe, yeah, about an hour or so. But yeah, we could try to do that. Preparing for war. Marathon stream. I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough stuff to talk about for a marathon stream, but we might be able to do a marathon stream, right? So right on. So let's go here. All right, Bitcoin's still down about 11%, still struggling on the hour. Again, want to go on the green, want to overtake those areas that I was talking about, right? But again, market feeling a bit flaky, right? We're gonna overtake 36,556. So hopefully we can get there, man. It just it's strength, and right now we're not getting that feeling, right? The market is just feeling scared. Interesting thing though, Asia's gonna come live around 6-7, and then will they be having appetite to buy at these levels, right? If Asia doesn't have appetite to buy and they just also freak out and they want to sell, man, this is gonna drop the price of Bitcoin to 30Ks. 33s, 32s, which again I would not be happy to see. But you know, we'll see. Again, it's gonna be the weekend for crypto, right? Again, bullishness, right? There's bullish divergence. Hopefully we can get it to play. It's bullish divergence while being oversold against MACD and the RSI. Do we want to have our divergences when we look for reversals and trends? So again, this could start a new trend that gets us to go higher. However, there's going to be a trend line resistance that we get a break, and that resistance is going to come here, right around here somewhere, right? So if this trend line resistance comes into play, Bitcoin's going to need to get above 38,000 for it to start, you know, breaking back up, and then we could be okay. But like I said, I'm not sure whether or not going to be recovering 40K, man. Right? I'm not sure we're going to be recovering this 40,700 and something. Again, we closed there at support. Now we're opening on the day, and it just went downhill from there, right? So again, not good, right? And this one's one we drew the other day. Again, from here, we said there might be a support here. We held it once nicely, and now we're just closing right on it, and we're just dropping. It's not pretty, man. Again, here, 40,736. We have here 40,620. About $100 off target on a $40,000 move. It's chump change. But it sucks that the market is dropping so bad, right? It ain't good, guys. It ain't good. So like I said, we're not going to be looking at a lot of projects right now. It is dropping right now, $1.11. I'm just gonna look at some stuff real quick. I just want to see where targets could be. ADA could be targeting $1.04. Right. There's the had bearish divergence. It started coming back down here also. Bearish divergence, last thing we had, dropping like crazy. Bullish divergence starting to come in, just like the rest of the market. So a lot of the market is developing this bullish divergence, and this is what could give us hope for a sort of rally to come in, right? Bullish divergence strong usually means that there should be price action that gets us to go to the upside. So we'll see. We'll see if we can turn this crypto frown upside down and get us to pump a little bit, right? Steve says, this is insane. What is insane? ADA dropping 10%. Ethereum still down 15%. I'm amazed that Ethereum is doing so poorly considering that it was holding so well against Bitcoin in the past. So Flux apparently is holding. We'll see. Flux at 1.69. All right, cool. Yeah, it seems to be trying to hold a bit. How much did it drop? 20%. Flux is not holding, bro. Flux has dropped 20%. So you said Flux is holding? Let's say nay. It is holding at 786 though. I was looking for a bounce. If you said Flux is holding, Meekers, it isn't. Oh, they're dropping 2 now. Oh, sorry, that's what you said. They were dropping 2 now, right? Yeah. Yeah, everyone in the market's starting to go down, right? Yeah. Yeah. Steve says we need some sort of bounce. Yes, I'm looking to see if we're going to get a reaction pullback, right? A reaction rally. That's why it's going to be important for Bitcoin to close above 36,556, right? We're starting to get some kind of rallies, not a lot. Yeah. Legend says my theory is a lot more people in Ethereum are into NFTs than before. NFTs holding a lot of retail investors. Majority token holders are traders. Yes. Yeah, but again, like I said, if we do get a weekend rally, I'm not sure how strong it's going to be. But usually on the weekends we don't tend to have a lot of volume, right? And that's just the way it is. A lot of people don't trade on the weekends, particularly financial institutions, if you want to say, or institutional investors. So we can see here again, about here, I think it was weekend, Friday, Saturday, Monday, right? Now starting to go down. Friday, Saturday, not a lot of volume. You can see volume is trash. And here we're looking another 5 days back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, here we also had a weekend, right? Stagnated, no volume, right? And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, here we had a weekend, pumped a bit, undid some, but also look at the volume, it's non-existent, right? So it's not the strongest on the weekends, and any pump that we get could easily become undone on Monday, once financial institutions rush back in. Now, are there news for the crash? Are there news for the crypto crash? Is there? What are people saying? Let's see. I'm gonna be looking here at news, see what we can find. All right, something about the New York mayor saying he's gonna turn his first salary into Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I guess he's probably thinking it twice right now. Arkansas first 10,000 in Bitcoins and a bicycle if you move to their state. Well, there you go. If you want to go to Arkansas, they're gonna give you $10,000 in Bitcoin and a bike. That's pretty good, I guess. I'm getting a lot of BS news here. Let's see. You'll hear the news. Bitcoin tumbles as cryptocurrencies continue the downward slide. Yeah. The hit against Bitcoin is nothing new. Lawmakers explore Bitcoin mining efficiency. Try to see if there's anything here. Novograd says plunging crypto will have a hard time rallying until stocks find a base. That could be true. Again, like I said, right? Global cryptocurrency stumble as global investors reduce risk. Right? That's what I was saying earlier about people being risk averse and them trying to get out of the market when there's uncertainty, particularly what's happening with Russia and Ukraine and all the other stuff that's also coming in to play. Right? Bitcoin falls 36K. Traders says bulls need a Hail Mary to avoid a bear market. I would say that we are in a bear market. Below 200 moving average is what I would call an indicator that we are entering a bear market, particularly with how far we are from it right now. Again, we do need a Hail Mary to get out of this. Bitcoin drops to 6-month low as sell-off continues. That is correct. So Bitcoin sells off. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here that's worth checking out. Eric Adams converting first paycheck to crypto as Bitcoin value plunges. Also, he caused a drop. I'm kidding. Can Bitcoin hit 100,000 in 2022? Not sure. If we go into a bear market, we might not. Bitcoin difficulty sets a new all-time high. Bitcoin difficulty mining. All right, there's not a lot going on, I guess. On the news, right? Fed pushing forward with the CBDC even its Congress approved. All right, let's look at the dollar index. Dixie, where you at? There we go. Market has created two bull drops in 2 hours. Currently third push. Yeah. Talked about the bull traps yesterday, remember? Dollar index, man, it's coming down, right? This is on the daily, though. So, I mean, the dollar is dropping and Bitcoin's dropping a lot more. It's not good. Again, hit the 20, rejecting after having the bullish divergence hidden. Talked about hitting that area, remember? On the weekly, bearish, still doing a green week, by the way. But not bad, not bad. All right, cool. Let's do stocks real quick. Dow Jones. Where Dow Jones at? 1.30%. All right, still slipping, and we're looking for some hidden divergence. Maybe try to rally. We lost it. No denying it. All right, oversold at 28.16. So not just crypto, but a lot of things are hurting, right? S&P. Something similar, very likely. Yep, same stuff, right? We're looking for that hidden divergence, didn't hold, it's just tanking and everything, and probably it's tanking, right? NASDAQ, boom, also plummeting. 1.69% the downside. We don't have the Nikkei. Okay, here we go. Also, Nikkei a little bit different, right? On the green, but still says red because we opened up here. We gapped down in the opening, and now we're trying to move back up. It's not looking good, right? Technically, the mayor of New York just did buy low. Interesting. We'll see. Bitcoin above the target, remember? We are wizards, Harry. We're streaming the rest of the nice. I'm not sure. We're streaming nice, though. We are nice when we stream. I guess we could say we are streaming the rest of the nice. I just keep getting little dinging sounds in my ear, and I'm not sure if they're from me getting messages from somewhere. Also, a little short cover rally. We'll see. We have a good tier short squeezing. Yeah. Like, launch us to the moon. Yes, we need something to catapult us to the moon. Then we'll be Spaceman. We'll be Rocket Man. You know, it is a Friday. Steve says I'm drinking, sorry. It's a Friday. I do feel like having a drink, but it's so depressing looking at the market that I think I'm just gonna not drink tonight. You know, like, it's not a celebratory night, and I'm not gonna be, you know, like, taking a drink. So I'm just gonna take a chill day. Oh no, we're coming back down. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? Market's not looking super hot, right? Market not looking super hot. Again, not a lot going on here on Bitcoin. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure we're going to do a marathon rally. I might come back here again in a couple, right? I just want to come in, tell you guys to chill. We are hitting the targets that we called for, right? We are hitting the targets that we called for. So I want to sit down a bit and we'll see how much we'll keep on going here on the stream. So there we go. I haven't sat for a stream in a long time, man. So funny, El Salvador bought and they slammed the price down farther. Yeah, no correlation. Steve says I'm not drinking for celebratory reasons, so I'm good. All right. Brother, there's nothing to celebrate. Yeah, I know. Crypto-wise, there's nothing to celebrate right now. So we are looking at pain, right? We're looking at pain in the market. I just want to get this candle to close here. We'll be closing it at support, and it is a support about 35K, which it's something that I think we need for now. Yeah. Yeah. What are my targets? What are my targets for a downside move? Uh, 35,700. 34,151, 33,309, 33,000, 31K, 30,700, 30,000, 31,400, 30,700, 29,179, 28,377, 26,406. All right, now moving up, we're gonna test resistance at 37,393. The market not super strong, so we managed to reject this area, which tells us that we could try to range here. Right, I would say it's 37,000, 35,000, which is where we're looking for the bounce. But we need to get above that 37,000 and ultimately get above 39K. Otherwise, it's not going to be good, right? Steve says we should have a Discord chat. We should. We're also going to have a poker night probably tonight for fun. Again, we just play for play chips, and it's a community building exercise. So if you want to join us there as well. But yeah, I mean, market's not looking at the strongest, so we're just trying to see where Bitcoin's gonna go. And a lot of people are probably not panicking now. Right, we already got our 10% move right now, 9.63. Ethereum recovering also a little bit, 13.66. I just wish we got a lot more recovery coming into the market. It's not looking really hot. And hopefully towards weekend we can look for a rally and then see how we're setting up for Monday. I think that's going to be key. How we set up for Monday is going to be determining a lot of things. Oh no, the light back there. Let's go. So how we set up for the weekend is going to be extremely important for Bitcoin, right? So I think that's going to be... if we pump a lot with no volume, we could be very likely looking for a pullback down on Monday opening. If we just move sideways, we could have a good shot of trying to go higher on bullish divergence, right? Because we do have bullish divergence that is built, and that could try to lead us to higher earnings value. Guys, that's gonna be it for right now. I'm gonna come back in a couple hours for the night stream at 9 p.m. Central. Remember, next week we're gonna start at 8 p.m. Central, so we're gonna try to go an hour earlier. So I'll be back, right? I think we have a good week. Hopefully, Steve. Hopefully. So I'm gonna be what is it? All-time lows. Yeah. I'm gonna be back next. I'm gonna be back later. I'm gonna be back next week. I'm gonna be back this week also. I'm gonna be back in a couple hours. So streaming about 3.5 hours or so, 9 p.m. Central. Guys, thanks for watching again. I'll come back later. Hope to see you guys here. Stream will be going on for about maybe an hour, maybe less, depending on how long it goes or how many requests we got coming in. But we are gonna be trying to have a good play night with you guys, and then play some poker and have community building activities. Steve, if you want to chat on the Discord, you can join general chat. I'll be there after the stream to talk for a bit. I need to get back to doing some things here that are work related, and then I'll be back at night. Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be up for tonight. Remember, all the information that we provide here is for entertainment and educational purpose only. Never trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. It's not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Yes, we're going for that small rally, like we said. And on that note, I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Till then. catch you in a couple of hours for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.